was that? All right, y'all know how I work, man. Shit, it takes me a minute to get set up. That's what it is, man. You got a cold, you got the flu, whatever. Make a fucking beat. You ain't even think about your illness, your sickness, or whatever it is. I do it all the time, but I very often get sick though. When I caught that COVID, man, I documented that shit. I made a beat. Caught that COVID, man. That shit. Let me tell you what COVID did to me, man. It was a motherfucking good thing and a bad thing. I stopped smoking cigarettes when I caught COVID. I ain't had a cigarette in over 10 months. It's crazy, right? I stopped drinking. I don't drink a lot, just drink a little bit here and there. But I drink. But, I ain't drink for like 3 months. Felt like I needed a drink. It's what it is, man. But one of the things that helped me out was the cigarettes. Because I almost died. And I ain't even share that story with people. Almost fucking died, man. I didn't eat shit for like a week. But during that time when I first caught it, right? I came in the studio, I was like, I'm good, right? Start listening to some music and shit, right? And then that shit I felt fucked up. I was like, damn, I really feel fucked up. You know what I mean? And this was just right after my daughter was born. My daughter was born on the January 21st, right? And then I'm talking about that shit hit me like January 31st. And shit, I was fucked up, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't really scared. I was a little worried. But when that shit hit me, man, instead of allowing it to take over me, it took over me. But I just played music. I came in the studio. I should have went live, but I just kept playing my music. I kept saying, "Yo, I'm gonna beat this shit," and I had to beat it. I beat the shit out of that shit, man. I fucked COVID up, punch him in his fucking head or in his head, and just kind of went through the fucking hot and cold sweats. I ain't gonna lie, I was down this motherfucker burning up. But the reason I tell you this story is because you can be going through anything in life. All you gotta do is play some music. Music is a healing part of nature. Everything is when you wake up in the morning, you go ride, get in your car, you start your car. When you cooking, you taking care of your kids, you you breathing. All that shit is vibrations, fam. I'm telling you, I'm not trying to like tell y'all like what to do. I'm just telling you the shit that worked for me. When I was in that golf, let me tell you, before I went out on a comp, shit. Before I went out on when I was over there, I'm telling you, before I went out on a mission, I banged some real gutter shit, man. Talking about NWA. I banged all that shit before I went out on maneuvers. And I was good. And there was times that I just played some mellow R&B shit. It was depending on the mission. Shit healed me, man. That shit saved my fucking life. So music is very powerful. Don't take it lightly. And the reason why the title states, what is this? What does the title state? I don't even know what the title states. Why making beats with older external devices is way better than making beats with a DAW. This is part two. Part one was part one. Part two, we're gonna go a little different. I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth with it. Making beats with external gear is way better than fucking with shit with a DAW. You know why? Because that's the cheat code. The computer becomes your easy way out of life or finding solutions and problems. So you're the doll. I love the fucking computer. I promise you, I love it. The doll is your calculator. The doll is the person that you was cheating off when you was taking tests in school and you was looking on somebody's paper. That's the DAW. So you got to stand on your own when you're working with music. And then we had a question to one of the subscribers. I think it was, I forgot who it was. He made a very valid point. He said, I guarantee you there was a lot of hits made on music without a doll. And he's fucking right. He's right, man. And I know y'all young, and I know y'all want to go with the modern technology. But where did the technology? How did they get? How did they make a computer before it was no computer? How did somebody decide? Okay, we're going to make a computer. And if you really do the knowledge, and I grew up in the era of hip hop. I'm a '60s baby, Vietnam. So let me tell you this: when I got introduced to a computer, it was through a mutual friend who knew a friend who was like a geek, and he introduced me to ways of MIDI. He kind of introduced me to MIDI. He was like, "Yo, you can go get you an audio inter. You can go get you a MIDI interface. Before it was an audio interface, it was a MIDI interface. The audio was this box right here, or the tape machine. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to figure it out. You got to go back in your history, and you got to really, if you want to be a part of the history of any type of music, you got to use your shit motherfuckers was using, gang. That's how it worked. If you ain't used the shit motherfuckers was using, you ain't part of. You just getting it. You in the back burner of the shit. You don't want to take the time and dump shit to tape and listen to what they was doing and how it was sounding. I find that to be very, very, very fucking. That's cheating, man. You're cheating the fucking the music. You're cheating the sounds of what people did. But you'll rather sample their shit. You'll sample their shit, right? And you'll put it in the new shit. But you won't actually go go back in and try to just even fucking record to a cassette deck. Y'all won't do that. You know why? Y'all want everything at the fucking palm of your hands. If the shoe fit, fucking wear it, man. Stop with all the bullshit and get down to the real. When somebody makes a statement about, oh, recording external gear is way better than DAW, it is. Don't fucking get that fucked up. It's way better. Cause that's where the fuck they got it from. They got it from doing it the old way, the original way. So when you start seeing comments, don't come on my live and talk slick shit. Cause I got a subscriber, he good, he stated his opinion, but that shit was like slick shit. I don't like motherfuckers who come in and do slick shit. I'm not built like that. The older I get, the more I don't tolerate certain shit. I don't even fucking entertain shit. I'm not even gonna say his name. You know who the fuck you is. You cool, but your fucking comment was shitty as fuck. Cause you ain't even read. You ain't even look at it. And I already looked on your page. You ain't got shit to fuck up. So what are you doing, dude? You don't know shit. You just wanna talk shit. Fuck. Let me come up out my shit. And when I talk like this from my heart. This is the truth. It's the truth. Y'all know I always drop knowledge when I'm banging beats. How many other motherfuckers out here banging beats, dropping knowledge, and building like an authentic being themselves? And I ain't scripting shit. You get it? You get it how you get it. You don't, you don't. So I'm not gonna challenge y'all. I would say if you got an MPC Live 2 or go buy X, fuck an X and fuck all the other new shit. Go buy you some old shit. And if you do got the new shit, go buy you a fucking cassette deck and go buy you some fucking tapes, man. Go buy some tapes. Go listen to that sound. Take the motherfuckers apart. They got screws in here for you motherfuckers who need screws. Look, they got screws in here. Just get you a fucking Phillips screwdriver, unscrew the shit, break it down, look at it, feel it, see what it does, turn it around, shake it, and do a fucking pause tape. Matter of fact, do a pause tape. How many of y'all listen to the radio? When you driving down the road, did you listen to the radio? Or you just listen to your playlist on your fucking phone? Listen to the fucking radio sometime, man. God damn. fucking world is turned into this fucking like y'all like robots and shit. I swear to God, y'all motherfuckers like robots. I be watching people and shit. I'm like, yo, these niggas is fucking robots. The fuck? Where's the authentic people that want to be real and make beats and fuck up and gotta go take a piss or go or eat or gotta go tend to the kid? Where's that? Where them type of people at? You don't get that shit no more. So making beats with external gear and instead of sitting at a fucking little fucking computer screen or big ass screen, you got your TVs hooked up and you sitting there and you clicking and pasting. Paste setter, you're clicking, copying, and pasting. They the type of producers, y'all. Y'all clicking, copying, and pasting. That's all y'all doing. You ain't even took the time to find another person that does music and say, yo, I need a bass player. I need somebody to play keys. I need somebody to play guitar. You might not be the best instrumental type of dude, but you can find people, you can network with people, and they can come in or you just send them a file like, yo, can you just play this guitar riff for me? People do that shit for nothing. But y'all stuck in this fucking DAW. The fuck out of here, man. I ain't trying to be disrespectful to y'all, man. The first fucking goddamn interface was a MIDI interface before it was audio. Sometimes you gonna have to feel your way and do the knowledge. Don't shortchange and don't shit on the motherfuckers who came before you, fam. Cause that's some wicked ass shit. Like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to none of y'all. But get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't nothing matching the outboard gear. Nothing. There's nothing that can touch it. Why you thinking they can? Where do you when they make a plug-in, right? They mimicking the fucking the machines, right? Do you see the machine mimicking the fucking plug-in? No, cause this is the plug-in. When you dump the tape, do you know that when you dump something to tape, it causes the frequency to compress and add saturation. It depends how you what you know about sound. A lot of y'all need to study sound anyway. A lot of y'all probably don't even know what the frequencies and the hertz and what all that shit. When you just ain't nothing wrong with hitting sliders, but get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit, man. Get your fucking mind right into the game because the game is motherfucking meant to motherfucking be told through them frequencies. I ain't charging y'all shit. It's frequencies. And I talk this way because that's who I am. I'm Mack Lively, Supreme Life, the God, the beat addict God. When I talk to y'all, I build with y'all. I ain't teaching you shit. I'm enlightening you. Get with the program and just take $25 and go buy a cassette deck. You can get a cassette deck for $25, but you'll spend $300 fucking dollars on a sample pack or a motherfucking or a plug-in, but you can't go spend $25 and dump the tape. Instead of using the plug-in to saturate your shit, go fucking get you a goddamn cassette deck and dump your shit down to the cassette deck, and then you get some saturation. Just does the simple shit, man. I'm just listen. When I talk like that, I'm just saying, man, just do it. And I say that because that's how I build. That's how I add on. So we're gonna get into this fucking beat. Look, I just want y'all to know I love y'all, man. Love to me is a great degree of understanding oneself. I understand myself. If a person don't love himself, how you gonna be able to get love? How you gonna be able to share knowledge? What's his wisdom gonna sound like? And at the end, what's his understanding of what he's speaking? Peace. Let's get into it. I got some frequencies already chopped up. I actually loaded up some drums from a floppy disk that I had a long time ago. Didn't know that. I forgot that the MPC 3000 can load up floppies from an MPC file. Didn't know. I knew that, but I forgot that. Got these drums. They bang. About ready to go through them, go through the frequencies, and just gonna bang out. freestyle. Got any questions? Leave some questions, man. I answer them at the end of the joint or during the time I'm making this beat because I'm about ready to go in. And when I go in, I really don't know. Sometimes I just do the hi hat first. I do the kick and the snare. I'll just do the snare. I do the fucking drums. And this is gonna be the kick and the snare because they kind of go together. Yo, I ain't gonna front, yo. That fucking bottom, bro. Yo, this fucking where that bitch at? Yo, this where that bitch at? Where that yo, when I hit this motherfucker here, when I hit that, I was like, yo, I'm just gonna fucking I was going on some Nimbian shit, right? Back in the day, motherfuckers had that bottom bass at that Magic Mike shit. I was like, oh my god, I had to tell y'all that because I ain't gonna front. That's the first thing I thought. So let me put the bottom and then I'll come with the top. Yo, that shit's still in the tuck. The APS 16 Plus still in the tuck. But I'm gonna tell you what happens, man. When you got equipment, I don't care if you got two pieces of equipment, three, four, five, six, whatever you got. Them shits be talking to me, man. My equipment talks to me. And the EPS said, yo, I just need a break. You didn't did over, I don't know, in the last 3 years, I probably banged out like 400 beats on my EPS. He's like, yo, I need a break. So the EPS on vacation right now, just chilling, you know what I mean, and laid back. And it ain't just one, it's two of them joints, and they just chilling. It's like they want to sit back and just watch. Because they're going to watch what I do with the other equipment. And then when they come back again, they be like, yo, just use me here. And that's how my equipment talks to me. I'll be right back. I'll take a fucking piss. Mack Lively out. Y'all thought I was the only one equipment talk to him, man. Yo, that shit be talking to you. Be like, yo, did this motherfucker just say something? Yeah, it's real. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Dub. Dub LO. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, that's that motherfucking Tascam 488 Mark II. I bought this bitch from Sam Ash back in I want to say 94, about 94, 95. I bought this joint, man. I had the 424 Mark II, but that shit got fucked up in the fire. And that shit fucked up though. Yeah, but yeah. So I got the 480. I had this motherfucker since '94. I just had it overhauled. Sent it out to Cali. Um, they fixed my shit. Cost me a little grip though. They overhauled the whole thing. The belts was fucked up. So yeah, and I'm back to it, man. I love it, man. I started on it. Well, I started on the 424, but I kept my went to school for auto engineering, and when I got out of school, it was the only thing that I could afford to actually stay in tune to what I learned in school and just fucking with the mixing, because it's a mixer and a recorder. So I just kept it, man. Yeah, real talk. So now once I get comfortable with like a drum loop, um, I just find I don't I'm not remember I told y'all this is like freestyling. So I'm freestyling, not really chopping. I'm just listening. I got drums loaded on all these pads. So what I gotta do is before I actually get started, I got well, I'm not gonna do it with y'all. I gotta get rid of all the drums that I'm not using on these pads and get rid of them. Because I want to purge them. I want to get rid of them. So when I save it to this, before I save it to this, I could purge these joints. What that means is anything that you're not using in a program that's not on a pad will not get saved as an all program. So let me come out of 69. So all these joints, right, that I'm not using, I gotta get rid of them. And I kind of remember which ones I did, but I can get confused. So I'm just going to go to Bank Pad D, and whatever I didn't use in D, I'm gonna get rid of. I'm just going to just take them out of the program, because if I don't have no room to add my frequencies. So I'm gonna go to Bank Pad D, and I'm gonna play. I forgot if I use. I don't remember. I don't. So I gotta turn them down and listen. if I play that bass line, man, it's gonna fuck up, man. I ain't gonna be able to be on the money with that. That bottom is part of the bass because the frequency that what I'm probably going to use is more than likely going to have a bass to it. So I don't really feel a bass line. I feel like a bass line is not needed at this point. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to kind of go through the frequencies. But I had to clear up 8 tracks. I'm not going to use 8 tracks. I'm just going to clear these last tracks up. And then before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and go into my program too. And I'm going to make all these joints be note off. I like note off a lot because it allows me it gives me room to hold and fold on the pad. So, but one thing about that, because I took them sounds off of there, I got to go back and set it by default. And I wish it was a default setting, but it's not. So I got to set everything to this pad. That's by default. I know that number. So this pad is not by default. So I got to just go back and set them. It ain't gonna take long. Just a process, right? I'm setting the tuning by default. So I'm just gonna hit every pad and just get the tuning right, and then I go to hit the other pads, and then I'll figure it out. See, oh, that's good. That's good. All right, so now I go to this pad. That's 18. So this here, the decay is 18. I'm gonna set this. This is hitting some quick numbers. 1/8, right? Enter. That's not 1/8, so I gotta hit 1/8. Enter. That's good. That's good. No, 1/8. This is some shit you gotta do, man. That's not 1/8. Go back to this, and then right here it says down to the decay. It says start and end. So I gotta run through. I gotta run through this shit, man, to make sure. I know it's fucked up, but it's what it is, man. What I'm gonna do? Sit here and bullshit you? Nah, I'm gonna tell you the fucking truth. All right. So let's go back to that. It's 100, 100, 100. I'm looking at. That says N. So I'm gonna come to here, turn this to N, turn this to N. Or by default, it should be start. We're gonna use the N. Everything gonna say N. All right. Come here. That volume is 100. Most people are like, why are you doing that? Cause I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm cool. I can do this. Like I can literally do this. So all that, there's no cutoffs. Cause they was drums that I set a they was already set up in a program where they was tweaked and they was had decay and all that shit on it. And then but I'm fixing that. So now that's cool. Everything looks good. So these top pads is where my sample's gonna go, my frequency's gonna go. So let's just go hit this and hit program in one, and then we're gonna assign these frequencies and we're gonna listen. Here go the first frequency. Now I forgot to go into my filter, so I gotta go back to the program and hit filter, and I gotta turn all my filters up on each pad. Right? So I gotta turn them all up to 100. And I gotta set everything, but I'm gonna do one at a time. All right. This mathematics, so I'm gonna come back to this one right here. That resonance is it should be 0, and then everything else, each pad that I hit should be 0. There's nothing on these pads right now, so but I can see the number. All right, so I gotta do this. All right, so all that's good with the decay. And we dealing with the envelope. And I'm just gonna look at the decay right here on this pack. So that's 72. We're just gonna turn it down to 0. All right, so all that's good. And then we're gonna come to the amount of it, and then that's We don't want no amount. We just want it to be 0, 0, 0. I could type in 0, but it's quicker for me to just do it this way. Just turn the fucking dial. All right, then I'm gonna go up to my resonance, right? So that resonance is 3. You remember these are drums that I took off, so that I took out of the program. Come over to my frequency here. That's 0. This should be 0. If it ain't 0, I ain't gotta worry about it. So that's 0. Then I'm gonna come over to my last joint here, and they should be 100. All right. So now when I go to hit these frequencies, I'm good. So I'm just gonna find something that I like. Yeah, that's kind of dope right there. So let's go ahead and trim that. Let's fuck with that. That might go with the beat. I don't know. We're gonna see. And you know what's so dope about Velixia, man, 3.50? The shit, I can actually play the beat, right? Turn it down, just the tuning, all while I'm tweaking this motherfucker. Couldn't do that with the original joint, right? That Roger Lynn created. So look, so I'm just gonna play the drum loop, and then I'm just gonna listen. I'm just gonna fuck with the frequency right here. Tune it all. I can tune it everything. Turn it down. It's like you playing like you. It's like you playing the. You know how when we play the drum loop with the turntable, right? We play the drum loop and then we play the vinyl and then we match up, like we BPM matching. Instead of me time stretching and all that shit, I just like to just get it where our feel is at, and then from there I'll go from there. But you gotta remember I'm freestyling, so I'm only taking little snippets and shit that I like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that BPM match, even if I only even if I only want this part right here. Say I want that. I'm going to hold this. I'm going to make sure that match up to my drum. So when I go to, if I do decide to chop it, it's going to be money gain. So I just start with the first downbeat. So I'm just going to play it. So that's fast, right? So when I listen to that shit, that's cool, but that's not what I want. I don't want that. I don't want that fucking frequency. I just don't. So we're gonna find something else. So what you feel, man. Just don't be afraid to feel what you feel. I had a couple other joints in here, man. I don't know what is that. Let me play the drum loop again. that might work. So even though I loaded something up, don't mean I actually gotta use it, right? It don't fucking fit. Let's go to this Will Downing joint, right? I gave y'all the sample, right? Let's go to that Will there, man. Let's go to him. Let's see what he gonna do. Slow shit to a faster beat probably would work better than a slow beat, a faster beat to a slow. No, let me get it right. A slow frequency probably would match up better to a faster tempo than actually the original tempo. So this is where you get creative. In order to take any fucking sample, man, you gotta have a creative mind. You gotta like really know how to chop shit without looking at waves and all that. This like I developed this shit over time, bro. Did I know this shit when I first started? Fuck no, I ain't know this shit, man. I always know my number one route is get the fucking downbeat, man. So I can start with this or that piano. That piano was on my off beat. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm always counting in my head, so I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna start with that and see what I come up with. And I'm gonna try to speed up the tempo on that to see if it matches my drum loop. Turn it down some. I'll be right back out of the mic because the mic be fucking. It leaves a little bit of ambience when I'm fucking actually trying to create. I got an ambient sound in the mic. I guess it's in the room, right? So I'm just gonna turn it down. I'll be right back. And don't be afraid to look awkward. Like when y'all see me doing like this, and then my finger tucks under, all that is when you see my shit tucked under. Like I know it looks weird, but that's the Anna. So I'm counting 1 Anna, 2 Anna, 3 Anna. Some people are like, yo, why your finger do that? Cause I'm fucking counting. Like I got rhythm in me. It's not just tapping, but I'm tapping, and I'm also when I slow down my tap, I'm like tap, tap. I can go boom, 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 or I can go tuck, tuck. You know what I mean? It's different for me, man. That's just my style. You know what I mean? So I just want you to know that because somebody said, why your finger do that? Because that's what the fuck is doing. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm counting 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1. That's why my finger do that. Listen, man. I'm not trying to not. I'm not telling you what to do. Some people get like, yo, why the fuck you telling me what to do? I'm telling you this. If you listen and you trying to build, I'm gonna learn from you. You gonna learn from me. All right. I'm counting. Anything after this, like the whole frequency, I don't want to play it because they're gonna probably flag me. It's an R&B slow shit, man. Y'all know Will Downing. So I counted out. So I'm gonna count it again. I'm gonna count out. Once I get to the end part of that loop, I'm gonna I'm gonna copy that zone. I'm gonna keep the original, but I'm gonna copy that zone. So I'm gonna count out. Here we go. When it go, the horns, I'm gonna count out. One, two, hold up. So that's what I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go off of that. So I go into my trim shit, right? I got the beginning good, right? We're gonna come to the end, and we're gonna probably take that down like four. We're gonna listen to the frequency. I can listen to this frequency without playing the beat. I'm gonna play the beat, so they won't flag me. So that's short, right? Still short, right? Let's go right here. 12. Play it again, but I'm gonna count again. So you hear I cut off, right? I got that N in, right? So we're gonna go. I'm not gonna play it by itself because they're gonna get me. So I'm gonna leave a little tail on it. Probably gonna leave. This is gonna say 300. 300 on the tail, and I'm gonna play with the beat. I'm, I'm gonna I'm gonna leave a. You know the what they call that shit? The release when you make a new program and they say how much release you want, and it, by default they always get like a 10 or a negative 10 or negative 20, whatever. This is that same shit. Just gonna leave a little bit on the end, and I left a little room in the beginning. So I'm going when it go, that's when I want it to stop. So I'm gonna play it again. So you heard it. I'm gonna play it so y'all can hear it. But I'm gonna speed it up though while we doing it, so I can get the so they won't catch me. I know I was in that. So you see that, right? So I want to leave a little bit more tail on the end of that bitch. I'm gonna leave 800. Try it again. Leave 900. Then I'm gonna slow it back down and play with the beat because I had to pitch it up. So I remember it was a negative one. I detuned it, right? So I know this is gonna match the beat. So I'm gonna play with the beat. So right there, that's what I know. It's a little extra on the drum, but that's cool. So what you do? One thing about with Elixir, man, this shit is crazy, bro. Like I really was studying how he was doing it and what he was doing. At first, it was a little confusing, but now I get it. He was helping us from the actual Roger Lane program, which was it 1.50 or whatever. He took this shit to a whole new level. And with the original joint on the 3000, I don't give a fuck if you got the LE whatever, SE whatever it's called. You can't hit play and trim and at the same time. You can't do that. This is a major plus for the MPC 3000. And even dealing with the 1000, the 2500 when when JJS created that, I think JJOS and Velixia they related somehow because they figured out and they both worked for the company, so that's how they was able to create this and still get paid and keep stay relevant to the culture, which is a beautiful thing. So I'm just gonna take these numbers, and one thing I wanted to show you, I know you probably can't see. I'm just going to describe it. Everybody knows there's a start point and an end point. So all I'm doing is just going to set my shit. It says copy zone. No, I don't want to copy the zone. I want to copy a new. I don't even want to set that right now. I want to go to a zone. I want the play X on all devices, MPCs. This is going to be all zone, temp before zone, after zone, before soft start. This soft start when done with 3000. End start, we're going to go just to the zone. We want it to be on zone. So I'm just going to key in this number. The soft start number is 1 and then 128. I'm just going to hit 128, enter. So now my beginning is good. Now I'm going to go to the end. The end is 12. So I'm going to go to 12 and I'm going to type in 900. It's 12.900. Right? So now when I go to copy this is going to be the exact same thing. But here's the kicker. It ain't going to use up all that memory. That's dope. It's like the EPS and ASR10. Copy params or copy params and data. It's like copy the params. You understand what I'm saying? So you gonna have it where when you save it, you can be like, yo, it ain't save all my shit because it only saved the main sample, and then all them chops you had, they was part of the zone. So I'm just gonna go ahead and zone this. I'm gonna copy the zone. Make sure I'm on the money. All right, good. Boom, boom. And I'm not gonna actually kill. It's not gonna mess with my first original sample. Numbers right. Boom, boom, boom. All right, boom, boom, boom. And then all I gotta do is come down to copy zone, copy sound. It says copy zone sound. Yup, it do it. So that's good. So now that's good. So all I gotta do is come back to this main pad. That's the original joint. I'm gonna set my zone there. That's the original sequence. It says downing 0, right? So we're gonna set zone. All you gotta do, here it is right here. That's the zone. That's the numbers I keyed in because I left a little fat on the end. So now what I do is I go back to my trim and I'm telling y'all this shit because this is how I move in freestyle. Why I'm chopping, why I'm building, why I'm thinking, why I do what I do because I'm showing you how I do what I do. I'm not telling you to do what I do. I'm just showing you how I do it. And maybe you can add on and it may help you when you freestyling with frequencies. You're not just chopping. You taking shit that you like. That's a loop, right? Watch what I do with that loop or what I can do with that loop. Get it on the money though. That's it right there, right? Now I'm gonna get the end point, the loop right. And I'm gonna count it out. 1, 2. what's so crazy, I ain't even got to fix the amp. All I gotta do is just play it in the beat. Come out of this bitch and play it in the beat. Make sure my shit is on money. So I gotta copy this sequence and make it an 8-bar loop. It's only a 2-bar loop. So we're just gonna copy this bitch. We're gonna copy 7, 4. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it, man. It's worth it, cause this what people was doing, man. So I'm just gonna copy this. I'm gonna copy this sequence, the bars. Hit copy bars 5. I'm just gonna copy it one time and make it 4 bars, and then I copy that again and do it. Sequence is 4 bars. Go on and copy again. Copy bars, and then I'm gonna copy it again one time, and now I got 8 bars. So that's gonna be. That's what I'm gonna record right now on another track. Record that on another track, and then I'm gonna make this be. I don't want it to be on the grid. I want to play it. I want to play it the way I want to play it. I don't want no quantize. I'm gonna take it all the way off, and I'm gonna hit that note, then hit move, and then now I'm gonna play it. So here we go. 8 bars. All right, no, I beg to differ. Nah, I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to hit my 1 on the 1 without actually putting it on the 8th note. I'm gonna try it. Let's hear it out. So you see how I didn't jump to go quick to 8th notes, because sometimes quantizing, if you leave a little space in the beginning of the frequency, which I always do, because I tuck it later, and I'm gonna show you about tucking that beat. So I'm gonna tuck this. So I'm just gonna go to my edit 2, right? I'm gonna tuck the. I'm gonna go to my program, and I'm gonna tuck my decay, my attack. So watch this. Hear that? Look. Start putting on the tack. Watch that sound now. That little that noise won't collide with my snare, so I'll tuck it. I'll duck it, right? And then I play the beat. Dope. So you hear how that sound is it's not fully open like the first downbeat. I duck that bitch. What y'all call that? What do they call that? Side chaining or whatever the word they use. So that's good money. So now all I gotta do now is to make sure that frequency that you can only go up or down in pitch. There's no plus 1.23. There's no fine tuning on here. To my knowledge, there's no fine tuning. So now what I do is I go in and I just let this ride. I'm gonna go to my low pass filter and see if I want to layer these two, a low pass and a high pass, and see what it sound like in the beat. All right, so you hear that rumbling. Rumbling sounds is clashing sounds. So remember I told y'all about that. I don't even know how I got here describing this shit. I'm supposed to be just banging out a fucking beat. Why am I describing what the fuck I'm doing? This tutorial wasn't about that, but it's cool. That rumbling, that remember I was telling y'all about that kick. Where that joint at? What is that? Right there. That's the rumbling. So what if we just turn this down and play with the sample, play with the frequency, what we get. You ain't gonna get the rumble. I'll bring this in, you gonna rumble. Look. You hear it? You want to turn it down. So now I can go back to my filter and then maybe I want that just to allow that to take that bottom out that I had. Even though it sounded good in the beat, it ain't gonna sound good in the mix. It's just not. All right, so let's just listen. Let's just go back to that. Go back to the bank pad D right there, because it got a bottom to it. So let's just mess with this. That filter, boom. And then I can turn it down. It won't rumble like that. You hear? That's the frequency. That's the frequency's baseline. You hear it? That's the frequency's bass. That's not my shit. That's their shit. Put a little resonance on it. Watch me boost it up a little bit. You hear that? Now that sounds natural. Ooh. That's a jewel right there, man. You hear that? Lovely. And I can turn it up. I can put all the rest. Turn it up real loud. Oh my God. That will be my low. I would layer these two frequencies. I would actually layer them, like not play it. I'm just gonna layer that sound, and that's gonna be my sound for the groove of the beat. I'm gonna take out that bottom I did, and we're just gonna do it right now, so I can show you how I do it. So we got. So we're gonna go to this pad here, and we're gonna copy this sound. I don't know the name of the sound. All right, so that's zone 179. We're gonna copy that, called zone 179 high. We're gonna put an H after that, and then we're gonna go back to copy. Excuse me. So we're gonna go back to the program. Two. I'm gonna program one. Back to program. Program 6. Go up to 6. Go up to that. Hit open window. Oh, there's no open window. Fuck. I forgot. Program. Oh, copy. 7. That. Hit copy. Name the new joint right. I'll name the new joint high. Alright, I'll call this with an H. High pass it and do it. Alright, so now it's gonna copy that right. So now I can go to that. That's the low. And then I'm gonna put that high one right here, and I'm gonna fix that. Make it high for real. Program 1. Right? That's the low. The high. Right? I'm gonna make it a lot more higher, right? Before I even actually layer them joints. So let's go into our go into the program. You hear that? I'm gonna put that look. Put that extra. Well, that's gonna go dope right up. I like all that. Let's see what this does. I gotta piss again. Look. And then I'm gonna go back to this one here, and I'm gonna set the attack though. The attack gotta be set the same so I can make sure they're right. Boom. Attack is 32. This gotta be 32, so they hit right? 32, right? All right, so that's good. So now we're gonna go back to this pad, right, and go to program 2, and we want to do what? Not cut off. We want to those program 1. We want to go into Simo. Go hit Simo. But I forgot what was the pad. The pad. Oh, I know what it was. Go into Simo. Layer. What was the sound? Shit. Sound 179 high. Oh fuck. Oh, there it is. 179. Yeah, 179 high. So now when I hit it, they got the bass and all that shit. So let's see what it sounds like in the beat. Turn it down some though. highs on it, just a little bit, right? Here it comes, coming up. Still got the bass in there. Ain't clashing with the drums. None of that shit, right? Just a little bit. I'm gonna bring a little bit more into. Here it comes. Yeah. But I'm gonna take some of that resonance out of it. Shit knocking, man. Boom, one. Now I'm gonna go boom, two. No, it's my filter. Boom. Took some of that resonance while I was playing. Here we go. Take a little bit out. Just a little bit. There it goes. So if I want to drop the bass out now, I just go hit the fucking mixer and just turn the bass down while the beat playing. Now listen why I'm gonna drop the bass out. I'm gonna drop the bass out while it's playing. Watch this shit. The high joint, right? Bring that bass in. Ooh. Something to the beat. You hear that? Now I'm gonna drop the highs out of this bitch. Watch this. Highs get ready to go out. Here it goes. Bass. Come on, man. It's frequencies, gang. It's levels. It's how you feel. If you cluttering and you don't study what you doing, your shit gonna sound rumbly. You don't want your beats to be rumbly. Bring back them highs a little bit. Bring a little bit in. You control what the frequencies do. This is my EQ. I'm EQing with low and high pass filters. And I haven't EQ'd yet. Time travel. Moving through the light spans of wave bands and frequencies. Everybody know that God don't play when it comes to these frequencies. I'm just being me. And you can be you. Yo, listen, apply, game on tight. God gonna kick that shit right. Like a thief in the night, I turn on the lights when I come through. Oh my God, shit knocking, yo. I'm gonna leave it right there. I like that tone right there. Sight, turn it up. I'll be right back, y'all. I want y'all to leave me a quick comment. Tell me, am I making sense or I'm just fucking talking? Just let me know. Am I making sense on what I'm describing? If I'm describing it right, because I'm real happy right now. I'll be right back. Yo, I'm back, man. I had to tend to some family business. But that's it, man. I'm good, man. I'm gonna let it rock out. I'm probably gonna go back and then chop it. I'm gonna resample this right here. This is what I'm gonna resample right here. Look, put that on. So that's what I'm gonna resample. And how I'm gonna do it is I'm just gonna turn the loop off. I'm gonna turn the loop off. That's how I resample. I turn the loop off, right? Well, where the fuck is the loop at? Turn the loop off when I resample this shit. I'm gonna resample it, not in the 3000. I'm gonna resample it into the ASR 10, the fucking MPC 1000, the 2000. It's up to you, man. Whatever you want to resample, because you don't have it. You can't resample on the 3000. So I'm just gonna take this part right here. That's my resample right there. It's gonna stop the loop on the money. And then if I don't wanna if I wanna get funky with it, right? If I wanna get funky with it, what if I just wanna resample my drums? I'm gonna do the exact same shit. I'm gonna chop my own drums. This the power. This the power of knowledge, man. Look. So now I can go back into this joint right here, right? Mute that, and I get these drums right here. Well, I don't have no drums. That's what I'm saying. Where are the drums at? All right, so let's see where they at. So let's mute that. So I'll resample. I'm gonna turn the loop off again. When it stops, that's my resample. You gotta make it stop so they won't keep continuing. So look. Mm-hmm. Yep. 8 bars. It's 8 bars. Yep. And then that's my. Once it stops, it's gonna be perfect when I go to the. I don't have to fix nothing. Loop gonna be perfect, and that's the beat. That's it, man. Am I making sense? Don't want to over fuck this shit up, right? And that's what I got, man. So I would instead of me playing in a loop like that, even though I went, I'm not gonna do that. You hear that? You hear that, right? That's a layer. I layered them bitches, right? Instead of me just playing the loop like a bar, a bar, a bar, and then 2 bars, and then it loop back over. Cause I left it. It's really a 2 bar loop, but when I chop it, it's gonna be like I could just hit the pads that way. Peace. I hope y'all learned something, man. And this is what I was talking about with when one of the somebody said add a bass line to it. Nah, because if I would have added a bass line to it, I wouldn't actually be able to feel the frequencies from that wheel down. I wouldn't be able to feel that because he had that bottom in the beat, and I showed you the bottom because I separated and I layered it and had a high pass and a low pass filter, and I laid them together and created this. Yeah, if you learned something from this live feed, don't be shy to hit the super chat. Everything is welcome, man. $1, $2, 50 cents, $5, $10, $20, whatever you feel that you learn from the frequency. Not just subscribing to the channel, man. The motivation comes from appreciation. And sometimes I think we learning shit, but we ain't paying homage to the people who are enlightening us to this knowledge, man. You pay for a sound pack, you pay for McDonald's, you pay for Burger King, you pay for Chick-fil-A. They applying the service. We as content creators, as long as you giving good content, you are applying the service, man. So you as the listener, show appreciation for the culture, show appreciation for the individual. Not only that, the appreciation comes within yourself.